here, Shmoo. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hello, everyone. It's Christina and Shmoo. I thought I'd give it a little introduction to our new fur baby. His original name was Moo when we got him, but we've slightly altered it to Shmoo. So you got an introduction from our new fur baby. He's gonna be at my feet, I think, for the video, so we'll see how he does. So these are all the books that I colored in January. I truly felt like I didn't do much, but I guess I did. I haven't counted the pages, but let's go ahead and start. All right. I have my notes in front of me just to help me out here. So the first book that I worked in was this book here, Beautiful Scenery in Europe, or Pretty House in Europe, by Jung. And here is where I used the Paul Rubens Kaomi watercolor palette. And this was a video that I did on January 11th. And I'll just show it a little closer. In case you did not see that video, I'll be sure to link it in the description. I had so much fun with this page, and those watercolors did amazing. I did kind of a dotting technique that I learned from the illustrator on YouTube, and it was super fun and enjoyable. I love this like patchwork quilt roof, which is what first caught my eye. It's called A Blue Cabin in translation. And so yeah, I had a really nice time getting to color this, and I tried to get a likeness as much as I could. I have some alterations, but yeah, that was great fun to do, and I do love to work with watercolors. Ah, there you hear him. There's Shmoo. So definitely an enjoyable page, and I highly recommend this book. It's such a beautiful book. I did get it on Etsy, and I've mentioned a couple times in my videos that if I had some books to finish, these are probably ones I would like to. Would definitely take me some time to do it, but there are duplicate images, so maybe it's not as many as I'm thinking. So if you enjoyed that video and you want to see me do more in these types of books, do leave a comment below and let me know, because I'll definitely be working in this book, but if you'd like for me to film it, then do let me know. All right. I just wanted to put in my little watermelon wax paper in there. All right. Okay, the next book is Woodland Kingdom Coloring Book by Toshiyuki Fukuda. And this is a buddy color book with Jamie's Coloring Love and Sherry Dennewitz. And for December, we did this page. And for January, we did this one, and I used Richardson Soft Pastels, and I used some metallic markers for the berries, Artex pencils, and then I have some Winkostella down here on these gems and different, I think, dual metallic markers for some of these flowers. Have some Wink of Stella up here on the bird. And then down here I have the dual, actually this is a hoo-hoo marker down here on the bottom. And so yeah, this was a great fun page to do. It's very enjoyable. And so we have a nice double page spread between the two. And I'm gonna move mine over and let you see Jamie's and Sherry's. Both of theirs are so fantastic. I love seeing what each of us do each month for these pages. And thank you ladies so much for buddy coloring with me. It's such a joy to be able to color in this book with the both of you. And thank you so much. And the next book that I worked in is the Disney Portraits book that I recently hauled. And I couldn't figure out what page I wanted to do first. So I decided to do this page here. And I used my Kaomi watercolors and metallic and glitter pens. So I'll give you just a closer look. And I also used glaze pens on some of the flowers in the blue, the navy blue. It looks black, but it's navy. Yeah, I thought that was a good start to the book. And the background is watercolor, this portion is, and then I also have some glitter on here, my homemade glitter glue. And I just kind of smeared it around with my finger. See, there you go. So yeah, this was great fun to do, and I look forward to working in this book some more. Hopefully I can put this into a pattern of having them in each month, or having this book in each month. So we shall see. If anybody wants to buddy color in this book that hasn't already been working a whole lot in it, let me know. And then let me just flip my page here. The next book that I started working in is the Sweet and Simple Whimsy Girls, Mermaids and More pocket-sized coloring book by Hanna Lynn. Now Bubble of Coloring and I are working in this book, and she had already started a couple of pages, so I wanted to catch up with her. So on this one I used Copic alcohol markers, Ohuhu alcohol markers, and I also used some Posca and some glitter pens. So you can see there, and a little Wink of Stella, and then one of my homemade glitter glues is down here in the bottom. Thoroughly enjoyed starting to work in this book. And then the next one is this page here. And for this one, I also used Copic markers, Ohuhu markers, metallic pens, and Posca. And I used a gold Pentel, the gold marker. And I'll just let you see that up close a little bit. Up here, there's some gold and some Posca. There's some gold up in here, some Posca for the snow. I love how her eyes turned out. Yeah, these pages are awfully fun to do, and I went with purple hair And then this one that we officially did together, let's see, let me just flip through if I wrote down if I did anything different. So I used Hoo-Hoo markers and Teo tree markers. I didn't put any pencil or anything on this one. And here you go. I did some blending here between 2 or 3 colors, and also with her eye makeup, and here in this area here and down here, and pretty much everywhere I had at least 2 or 3 markers going. I've got blue highlighted here and just above her hand, since that was all black. I essentially mimicked the diamond painting, or her original artwork, excuse me, except for this portion I did a little different. But yeah, I think it turned out fun, and I'll let you see Bubble of Colorings over here. Hers turned out wonderful. She does such an amazing job whenever she colors. It doesn't matter what it is. And then in February, this is the page that we're going to do. I think that looks like lots of fun to color. So yeah, that's what we did in this book. It's always nice to have a buddy to color in some of these books so you actually get some pages done. All right. Let me go back here. Okay, so in this book, Mindful Coloring for Kids, this is one I got the idea from, colored by Maya. And this is by Alana Szewczwy. And the page that I did in here was this one. And so I used the Kaomi watercolors as a base for everything. And then I used my new Hemi pastel gouaches. I used a Hoo-Hoo alcohol markers and Posca pen, which didn't completely go white because I had these metallic watercolors. And the pinks and the purples, it's just so hard to get white over there. But I'll show it up a little closer so that you can see. These are such fun pages to do. They're so whimsical and fun, and I don't know, there's so much that you can do with them. The only mistake that I did make, though, is the alcohol markers, because it is double-sided pages. But that's okay, because it will be difficult for me to complete 90 pages anyway. But yeah, I thought it turned out cute. I gave them little colorful sweaters. And I also used, I believe I used the Pentel Dual Metallic pens on some of it too. But yeah, lots of glitter and fun. And then I just decided to keep their faces and bodies plain. So yeah, this was lots of fun. Highly recommend this book, as did Colored by Maya. So thanking her again for that suggestion. And then I got inspired by doing the Hanna Lynn pocket-sized book. So I got into my Whimsy Girls Around the World by Hanna Lynn. And this is the artist edition. I got this, gosh, close to 2 years ago. Not quite, but let me just see here. Let me show you. I did this page back a while ago, and a good portion of this was washi tape different types of washi tape. It was so much fun. And I used alcohol markers, as you can see on the back. So for January, I started this page. And for this page, I was using Copics and Ohuhu markers and doing some blending. I didn't quite get to her hair yet, but I love, love, love his eyeballs. Look. So I'm enjoying doing this page so much. She's got a blue hue to her dress. And I love all the detail in her dress here. And of course, enjoyed doing her face. I'm not quite finished with the skin, but yeah, it's been such fun to do, and I just ran out of time to be able to finish it, so it will have to go in my bucket of whips for now, but maybe I can finish in February. I certainly will try. All right. Going in for Daydreams, I did a part 1 and part 2 video for this page by Hanna, Karlzon, and Daydreams. And it's this page here. So I used the Winsor & Newton watercolors, Black Widow pencils, which I hadn't used in a while and enjoyed, Sparkling Magical watercolors, and the metallics, Pentel Sparkle Pops, Posca, and then I also used my homemade glitter glues. And I'll just try to tip it here so you can see the glitters. And for the background, I did alcohol drips so that look like bubbles, if you could see closely. And then at the top here you can see all the glitter. This was so much fun to color. And then I gave a little shadow around each jellyfish. And I love these 3D glitter glues. So yeah, I had lots of fun doing this. I hope you all enjoyed the video. And if you didn't get to see them, I'll go ahead and link them in the description. So yeah, that was Hanna Karlzon Daydreams. Super fun page. And then, to take a break from regular coloring, I worked in the Le Grand Classiques Tome 10. And I did my favorite little guy, and it's Flick. And I used Thule art and other acrylic markers. What I did find with the Thule art is I have the small millimeter Thule art markers, and they got a little scratchy, and the pumping action was difficult on my shoulder and arm after a while, and shaking them. So that's why you saw in a recent haul where I got the Artex markers where you don't have to pump them. And so I'm going to try those on the next one that I do. And then I also gave this a coat of Mod Podge glitter. And so I'll show you the glitter. So yeah, Bugs Life is probably one of my favorite animation movies, and so I just loved doing this one. And first, is it my first page in this book? I think it is. Yeah, first page. So I look forward to doing more. Good old Flick. I remember laughing so hard when I first saw that movie. All right, next on the deck is Tropigoth by Carla Magana, and this is for the hashtag that I host, hashtag Tropigoth 2024. In 2023, it was Tropigoth 2023. So if you are participating in this, be sure that you've changed it to the Tropigoth 2024, just so that you don't, just so that I don't miss it. And here I did a 3-book or 2-book and my own original art, trying out the Naomi charcoal pencils. And let me get to the page that I did here. So I did this one, and I used the charcoal pencils here in the background dry, and then for the rest of it I used Teo tree markers and Prismacolor pencils. And I made it super colorful. I gave her some orangey red here and gave her a hot pink chair and made this guy really colorful. And gave a blue background there. Yeah, I like how it turned out. These are always so fun to do, and I thought with all the color going, I'd give her a black and white outfit and black horns, and same for little tiki guy. So yeah, I enjoyed, and no glitter on this page, none. So this was 1 out of 3 pictures that I was working on with those charcoal pencils. Now, oops, I wanted to show you the page that we're doing for February. It is this page here. So if you are participating or you want to participate for this book here, then make sure you do hashtag Tropigoth 2024 and then tag me at Christina's Art Corner on Instagram. And this is what you all voted for, so in case anyone is new to my channel or has not seen before, I put out 3 pictures and let you all vote both on Instagram and YouTube, and I combine the votes, and that's which picture we go with. So yeah. The next book I worked in to show the charcoal pencils was in this book, Fantastic Cities by Steve McDonald. And the whole building area here was done in the charcoals, but I wet them. So I will put a link in the description of the video if you'd like to see that being done, but I just basically laid down a layer of the charcoal pencils as a watercolor, and then I after the video I wound up giving it a navy blue background in acrylic, and then I did a little coloring on the trees, and I started to color with Prismacolor pencils the buildings, and I used my new Artex acrylic markers to put some light in the windows. And I didn't get to finish it, so this will have to be a whip, but I did use it for demonstration purposes, and I was really happy with the outcome. It's really nice to use those charcoal pencils as a wet version, and it was nice to try that out. So yeah, that was Fantastic Cities and by Steve McDonald. And then the last thing I did with those charcoal pencils was in my watercolor sketchbook. I did this little sketch of a woman to try out the pencils for the very first time so I could know what they could do. So I sketched her and then I put a fixative on it. And then I did this as a wet application, and I thought it turned out cute. I really enjoyed doing it. And like I said, the video shows a time lapse of me completing this if you wanted to see it. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing it. It was lots of fun. I didn't have to use any fixative or anything because it was basically a watercolor. Once, what I would do is use my Caran d'Ache palette, and I would wet the area and then scrub the charcoal pencil so it would automatically make a watercolor. And then I just laid it down and created this picture. Oh yeah. Lots of fun. I do enjoy doing some of my own stuff occasionally. So that was the 3 that I did for that video. And then in Spooky by Sara Szewczwy, which I also host as a hashtag WitchCatSpooky on Instagram, I started working on this page. And I did the process video of using, let me get them here real quick. I used these R&F handmade paints, but they're pigment sticks. And they come in a variety of colors. And I just, they come with a little bit like of a wax film on top, so you have to cut that portion off. And then I put it directly on the page, and then I also used a palette and rubbed it on there, and then I used blending stumps and then linseed oil. I let that dry, and then I used a gloss oil varnish to finish off the background. And I think it turned out really cool. It was my first time using those oil sticks. I had purchased them for a piece of original art that I had started and had not gotten to yet. So yeah, it was a nice little experiment. And then I went in with Tombow markers and did the rest. And I used Copic markers for our sweet cat here. And I was filming this to be able to show you a finished page, but I ran into an issue. I had technical difficulties with transferring my files from my phone to my computer. So for 2 days I had to wrestle with that, and then I ran out of time because it was, well, a couple days ago. So I'll have to go back and finish my page. It's not fun as a host to not be able to finish your own pages for a tag. But I want to go ahead and show you the page that you all voted for February. It's this page here. And again, it's hashtag WitchCatSpooky. And don't forget to tag me at Christina's Art Corner. And so yeah, I think this is a good one because this other page was more involved. And so it'll be nice to have maybe, well, it depends on what you do with the background, right? If you just do the these areas here, it might not take too long, but if you do an elaborate background, then of course it could take longer. But this one is gonna be really cute. So looking forward to that. And then, let's see, let me move my page. The next one is from a 4 Seasons landscape coloring book. I had just hauled this book and also did a video of me coloring. And I used some of the Kaomi watercolor just for a couple of places in here as a base. It's not really watercolor paper, it's thick paper. but it's not watercolor paper. So I quickly abandoned that and then started using my Artex pencils and tried to get as close as I could to the illustrator's picture. She did comment on my Instagram, so it was super cool to get a response from her. Her name, by the way, is Jung, and it's the same illustrator as the book I showed you in the beginning of this video. And yeah, so it was super cool. She said I did it justice, so that made me very happy. So yeah, I did a lot of different things on this page. I even used some scissors to get some scratch marks, because if you'll see on hers, she's got some scratchy marks. And I'm sure because she left some space left when she was coloring, whereas I didn't. I had to go in and scratch out. And that was just an impromptu thing to do. Generally don't want to take scissors to paper. Not in coloring anyway. But yeah, I love how it turned out, and I love these books so much. Like I said, if I could finish any books that I have, I'd love to finish these. They're beautiful. They're worth every penny. They give you all of you know, the test pages in the beginning and build you up to being able to do pages like this. So yeah, it's probably my favorite page, I'd say. I don't know, it's kind of difficult between this book and her other book. But yeah. So that was that. And then I finished A Whip in Mythographic Aviary by Joseph Kattenbang. And it was this girl here. And I'll just tip it while I'm talking so you can see the different metallics. But I used Ohuhu markers as a base. I'll show you. So I used the Ohuhu as a base, and then I used metallic watercolors. You could see I'll have to tip it certain ways. There you go. And gel pens. So these were the sparkling magical watercolors that I get from Etsy. And I didn't do any pencil work actually on the feathers. That was just all marker blending. And I love how the hair turned out. It was looking a little flat before, so I decided to give her some metallics. And then I gave her some kind of cool eye effects. So yeah. I'm so happy that I got to finish this page, because I definitely love this book, and it's been a whip for, gosh, too long, probably at least 2.5 months. So yeah, I'm so happy to have finished that page, and that is the last one that I have. Next, you're going to see my buddy color with my granddaughter and a few things that she got done in her month. So I hope you enjoy that part of the video. So we'll move right on over. Hello everybody!
Hey!
It's time for my granddaughter and I to reveal our buddy colors.
That we had not seen. I mean, I've seen mine, you've seen yours, but
we have not seen each other's. So are we going to do the 1, 2, 3 flip?
1, 2, oh wait. Maybe. 1, 2, 3, flip. Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh my gosh, I love yours.
I love yours.
Yours is so whoa! Oh my gosh, our scarves are so similar.
Uh-huh. We've got some teal in there and blue.
I love yours.
Just different versions of pink.
Oh my gosh, I love the snow.
Thanks.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I gave her some fluorescent
I love her hair.
Yeah, goggles. Thank you. I love yours.
Thanks.
She's a redhead, huh?
Yep.
So what kind of markers? I'm assuming you used markers. What markers did you use?
Shuttle art.
Shuttle art markers. And
I almost did the snow, but I couldn't do any last minute.
Yeah, you had a lot of things going on. I wound up using Teo tree markers, and I used my homemade glitter glue.
Ooh, fun.
In bluey teal.
I gotta get myself some of that.
And then some white Posca.
Nice.
Yes.
So when I use the markers, it looks a little splotchy.
Yeah,
but
sometimes
that's
that
okay
happens.
because then it looks like snow on a jacket. And
yeah, because that's actually what happens to your outfits when you get snow and wet on it.
So I try to go with like the whole color scheme to keep it the same. I love yours.
Thank you.
But I accidentally made it too blendy because this is the same color as the knee thing.
Yeah, that's okay though.
But yep.
Very cool.
I love how colorful yours is.
Thank you.
It screams Grammy. And I'm going to do my book.
Yes, I'll show the glitter action here real quick.
Yeah. This time I didn't put any glitter, which is kind of shocking.
Okay, so you ready to do the rest of your coloring?
For sure.
All right. Go ahead.
So, I have this coloring book. The Aesthetic Studio Coloring Book by Hanna Grace Wang. Is that how you say it?
Yes.
It's just so cute. It's like a bunch of fun life.
Yes.
But the page I did, I might do this one next, but the page I did.
Oh, it turned out really nice.
I forgot what colored pencils I used, but I used colored pencils.
I'll flatten it out for you.
I used colored pencils and color it pens.
Okay.
And then I also used another brand of pens, but I forget what they were called. But
you'll have to hold that down.
My main theme was like blue and gold, and
browns.
So I don't know if the camera will pick
I
it
think
up.
there's some gel pen in there, huh?
Yeah, that's the color it pen. The gel.
Oh, nice.
This little envelope. I made it look like.
Oh, you made it look like the
coffee stains or something.
Well, and also the wax stamps.
Yeah.
That we were playing with. Yeah.
But
you made the typewriter look antique. I see some glitter on there and here.
And I wanted to make the paper look old.
Yeah, it does.
But this is my favorite book. The favorite book. The very sparkly.
Yes.
On
the
teacup,
mirror.
Necklace. Kind of reminds me of the necklaces that we made.
Yes.
And then the candle reminded me of your candle. So
yes.
And then my brothers, they had the little toys.
Yes.
One was black, one was green. So I put a little bit of them in there.
Cute.
But
I love your globe too.
I wanted to. Thank you. I almost put glitter in it, but I forgot to.
What'd you want to put glitter in?
Like
the globe,
the ocean.
Oh, okay.
And I did some different colors, and if you look very closely, I put details on the pictures.
Yeah.
And the butterflies.
Very nice.
But I wanted to go with a very fun color scheme.
Yes.
Especially with the floor. The floor is my favorite part.
Yes.
I do think maybe
nice
I could have gone with a lighter blue with these.
Oh, I think it looks great.
But I love it.
Looks fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. Did you do anything else? Did you color anything else?
No, but I did make something.
Oh, you did something else.
It's a DIY diamond painting. Well, I guess not really do it yourself.
It's diamond art.
But it's diamond art.
Okay. All right.
I have to take the plastic off.
Okay. Look how pretty.
Now, Grammy and I have been working on this for quite a while.
We got this a year ago. And when you come over to my house, you wind up we did a little together.
Now, there is not like a layer of
You don't have glue down on it?
No,
Okay.
so I need you, but...
I'll do that. Sure. No problem. But yeah, that looks wonderful.
So the reason why I didn't have as many books finished as I usually do is because I was working on this all month. I was working all, like, past my bedtime so I could finish it.
Did your mommy know?
She let me.
Oh, good.
She's the one who let me stay up.
Oh, that's good.
Because she knows I don't give her problems if I stay up late.
So it's 13 by 13 or 33 centimeters by 33 centimeters. And it's the Aurora the Unicorn. Dragons and Beasties.
I love it.
It turned out so lovely. And
whenever like, from staring at it so close,
yes,
it's like I don't see the picture anymore, but I really take a minute and look at it from far away and I can see, wee!
We're going to have to, Grammy will glue it down for you, and then we'll get a frame so you can hang it in your room.
Okay.
Sounds awesome. Yeah.
And this is my favorite piece I did so far.
Yeah, because you've done a lot of bookmarks.
I've done 2 bookmarks and a few coasters. Actually, I have 2 more coasters to finish, or 1.
Oh, yes, you did that coaster for me. But there was several of them in there.
Several. This is one of my favorites.
Yes.
You have a few coasters over here.
Yeah.
But I love this art piece. I love diamond painting.
You do. Well, I told her as she finished this one that she would get to pick out her next one. So.
I can't wait. What if there's a dragon one?
You want a dragon one? Really?
I don't know.
I
have to see my options. Maybe a baby dragon.
You'll have to see your options. All right.
Well, but mythical creatures.
I think Grammy has a coupon we can use. So, do you want one that's bigger than this or about the same size?
Probably about the same size. This took like a year.
Well, it took that time because we didn't work on it every time you came over.
And it's oh dear, this is why we need to put glue over.
Are you missing one?
Oh no. I
Let's
can't see. I can't like put my head in. Maybe it's just an extra because
it could be. Sometimes they stick to each other.
No, because a lot always comes on here, but this took like a very, very long time.
I don't know. It might be just because I saw an extra one on the back.
Yeah, I had to peel that one off. Like you get everywhere.
Yeah. Well,
garbage can.
Yeah. Well, let's put your plastic back on.
I don't have any more tape.
I'll give you some washi tape. Let's do that
now. It doesn't stay on that well.
Let's see here.
But I'm very proud of myself. I love it.
And you should be. Everybody will be proud of you.
I can't wait to see the comment section.
Time and patience to do these.
Ooh, that's pretty washi tape.
Thanks. This is by mirabyler.com.
She did a diamond painting, didn't she? About didn't she do a diamond painting on YouTube?
I think she may have.
Because we watched her video of doing it.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like the beach or something?
Might have been. Kind of forget. All right.
But it's so much fun.
So how is school going?
School's going great.
Yeah. Do you do any art in school?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah?
We're working, in art class, we're working on a self-portrait.
Whoa.
We have a really good art teacher.
What kind of supplies do you get to use?
Colored pencils, Sharpies, time pencils, markers, like the Crayola markers.
Okay.
Nothing too fancy, but eventually we're going to be making clay art.
Ooh.
Which I'm very grateful for.
That'll be lots of fun.
And it's going to be like I forget what it's called. Like, at school we have like an art thing where we walk around art room. Like the high school or middle school, or I forget. But we walk around and see everyone's art pieces that they do.
This is gonna
and
be
I draw every once in a while when I have free time. But this is definitely my favorite art piece.
Yeah, so you have done such a good job on this, and it takes lots of time and patience to do. So I'll keep it here, and I'll make sure to glue it down.
I have something to tell you.
What?
Mom wants me to bring it back so she can find a frame for it.
Oh, once I'm done pasting it, I'll give it back to you.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll have to sit overnight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's all we have for January. It's been a busy month in our lives, so we didn't get as many pages done, huh?
Yeah.
But thank you for watching, and don't forget to
like, subscribe, comment,
and leave a comment.
Leave a comment.
Okay.
Asteroid.
Bye-bye.